Let's talk about the crust for just 1 second, please. Just 1 second on the crust. Idiot. Now let's see what we got going on with the pizza. Look at that. A little bit of flop, but not too much. Nice and cheesy. The crust. Let's talk about the crust for just 1 second, please. Just 1 second on the crust. Idiot. Now, I appreciate Dominoes. I think Papa John's has one. If you're local to Nova, Tony's has one. They're serving their gluten-free pizzas now, and I appreciate it. But the only gluten-free pizza comes in a size small. The crust is just like thin crust. It's just crispy, which is nice, but I kind of want a normal crust again. And I want a full-size pizza. We're working with a full-size large right here. And this crust, this is like your handmade pizza. This is not a thin crust. This is your normal crust. Enough blabbering for me. Let's just get into it. I'm really happy right now. I don't have anything else to say. I'm a happy guy. So, all right. So I ate a couple slices. I was able to compose myself, bring my excitement down a little bit. But I haven't been this happy about food that I've made in a long time. And as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm gonna go eat the rest of the slices, all of them. I'm gonna eat all of them. Let me tell you why I'm so excited about this recipe. Honestly, I appreciate how many pizza places have gluten-free things now. It's honestly nice to be able to get pizza in situations where I wouldn't have before. But I have a few gripes. Number one, you can only get the small size, which is plenty for a person to eat, but you just want that full size normal slice. You end up with these tiny slices that I eat in like 3 to 4 bites. I just want a normal size slice. So I miss that. The pizzas, they end up being like $16 every time. Like, what? It's ridiculous. 16 bucks for a small, and they probably tell you it's gonna be 9, and then they add these fees and tax and whatever. Every gluten-free crust is always just gonna be like the thin, crispy crust, which I like, but it makes you miss, and I'm sure if you've been gluten-free for any period of time, you miss just that normal pizza crust that's just a little bit thicker and it's got more softness to it. You miss it. So honestly, this recipe, it answers all of those questions because I made it as a 16-inch large pizza, full size. I made it for, I don't know, probably $8. The crust was a little bit thicker. It was a perfect consistency crust. Like, honestly, just tasted like a normal pizza. Consistency of a normal pizza. So, how did I make this? Well, I found a recipe online that I followed almost to a T. It's from meaningfuleats.com, which I will go ahead and link in the bio. It says the author is Erin Collins, so credits her for this recipe. The only changes I made was I doubled the recipe because the recipe was for a 12-inch pizza and I wanted to make it a full 16-inch. So I doubled everything except for it called for a cup of warm water. So instead of doubling that to 2 cups, which actually I had done the first time I made this pizza, and it ends up making the pizza too watery. So instead of fully doubling that to 2 cups, you want to do somewhere around 1.5 cups. It's going to get the dough to a better consistency than if you double it. And it calls for a tablespoon of Psyllium Husk Powder. I don't have that, and I didn't want to order a whole bag just to try this pizza out. she says in the comments that you can try it with 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum, which if you are gluten-free and trying to make anything at home, you need to have xanthan gum. So I had that. And instead of doubling that 2 tablespoons to 4, I went ahead and did 3, because that's not necessarily a, you know, a linear increase with something like that. So I went ahead and did 3 teaspoons. And it worked out great. That's all I changed. Everything else I followed to a T, except I also put, as you should have seen in the video, some garlic butter on the crust before I baked it the first time. Melted butter with fresh chopped garlic and some herbs. And that just adds some extra flavor that just kind of bakes into the crust and just gets it so amazing. I'm so excited about this pizza. I think I might start making it every week, every other week, something like that. Yeah, so if you like this type of content, you know, I'm really just trying to take ideas that I find or I come up with myself, and just share them with people who may not have found this idea. You know, I hadn't had a pizza like this in years, so I imagine there are other people out there who are wishing they could just have a normal pizza. So if you're interested in this type of thing and you're gluten-free, you know, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out a video of this sort every week, just with different ideas, different inspirations that you can try out at your house. So I hope it's helpful for you. I'm going to go eat the remaining 6 slices now. So I'm going to need some recovery time, and I'll see you in the next video.